Donald Trump is once again at the center of attention, this time linked to one of the world's biggest sporting events, the Ryder Cup. As the prestigious golf tournament heads to New York in 2025, the president's role in ensuring the competition proceeds without disruption has sparked both praise and criticism. Supporters say his actions helped avoid a transportation crisis, while critics argue that the Ryder Cup would have taken place regardless. The clash of perspectives has made the build-up to the tournament as dramatic as the matches themselves. The story begins with a potential strike involving the Long Island Railroad, the main system that would carry thousands of spectators to Bethpage, the host venue. Labor disputes between unions and the railway had been intensifying, raising concerns that transportation chaos might shadow the tournament. To address this, President Trump signed an executive order establishing an emergency board to manage the conflict, temporarily halting the possibility of strike. According to the White House, this move was essential to protect not only the Ryder Cup, but also broader daily life in the New York City area. Karoline Leavitt, the president's press secretary, emphasized the significance of this decision, saying the Ryder Cup might not have gone ahead in its current form without such intervention. She credited Trump with ensuring that both athletes and fans would be able to enjoy the event without disruption. Golf star Bryson DeChambeau, who also chairs the President's Council on Sports, Fitness, and Nutrition, echoed this sentiment. He publicly thanked the administration, describing the move as decisive leadership that protected a world-class sporting experience. At the same time, the narrative has taken on another layer. Many critics quickly pushed back, particularly on social media, suggesting that the Ryder Cup was never truly in danger of cancellation. They argue that the event has too much momentum, organization, and international importance to be derailed completely. To them, linking the continuation of the tournament directly to the president's action feels like an overstatement. Some even voiced concerns that politics could overshadow what should be a celebration of athletic skill, teamwork, and international competition. This tension highlights the interesting balance between sports and politics. On one hand, large-scale events like the Ryder Cup depend on smooth infrastructure, and government action can play a real role in ensuring that happens. On the other hand, fans and athletes often want the spotlight to remain on the competition itself rather than on political figures. The situation raises a question worth reflecting on. How much should leaders involve themselves in sporting events? And where is the line between support and self-promotion? Trump's personal interest in golf adds yet another layer to this narrative. Known for his deep connection to the sport, he is expected to attend the event, but has reportedly adjusted his arrival time so as not to add to potential traffic congestion during the opening rounds. Supporters say this is an example of consideration for fans, while detractors see it as a way of managing optics after criticism he faced at past tournaments. The contrast between these interpretations creates a fascinating dynamic that keeps people watching closely. If you're enjoying this breakdown of the unfolding Ryder Cup story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more in-depth coverage of major sporting events and the unexpected stories that surround them. As the tournament approaches, these debates are unlikely to fade. They may even intensify once the Ryder Cup begins and the president makes his appearance. What stands out most is how a sporting event meant to unite fans across nations has become intertwined with political messaging. For some, this represents decisive leadership at a critical moment. For others, it is a distraction from what really matters: the competition on the course, the rivalry between the United States and Europe, and the atmosphere that makes the Ryder Cup so unique. This progressive unfolding of perspectives, praise on one side, criticism on the other, ensures that the story is not a simple one. It is layered, evolving, and tied to the broader question of how politics intersects with global sports. And while the executive order may have addressed a practical concern, the narrative has grown far beyond the technical details. The Ryder Cup has become a stage not just for golf, but for debate about leadership, influence, and the meaning of high-profile events in today's world. Whether one views Trump's action as crucial or exaggerated, there's no denying that it has shaped the way fans are talking about the 2025 Ryder Cup. In the end, the lasting memory may not only be about who lifts the trophy, but also about how the lead-up was marked by controversy, contrasting interpretations, and the unmistakable presence of politics in sport.